Hey everybody, welcome to the next video. In this tutorial, we're getting our NBA scores out of ESPN. So as the last video, we made our big data frame, and that worked out pretty well. I'll go over this code one last time in case there's any more questions or anything, or you guys could just take one more look at it. Um, Maybe I won't go through every single thing. I'll just scroll here so you guys could take another look at it. And we got our dates, string, those comprehensions. Put that all together. We've got our URLs, by enumerating that dates and taking the index. Still got our team name junk. Find teams. It's been the same the whole time. We've got our clean name still. Find team score. Clean that all up. We're just going to leave that print score in there in case we ever need some debugging. All data. Went through all the URLs. Pulled out the document, the text out of them. We called names equals clean names. Just remember that it's returning a team list now. And also find team scores. It goes through and appends team scores. Okay. We converted the team scores to int here. Originally we had that in this function, took it out. It's kind of buggy, getting a value error, so let's take care of that here. Match data goes through, puts together the home teams with the home scores, the away teams with the away scores. All right. We called match data, pushed in our names, which we defined here. We called all data, which returned names, local variable. This is variable we're calling it. And then we went and had made our data frame. We got this data in a dictionary, matches we're gonna have a home team, home score, away team, away score, and the away score. And then we threw that into our data frame. Now you could add some other columns if you like into the data frame, like like a home difference, which would just equal like the data frame of the home score minus the data frame of the away score, and then the away difference would just be the opposite of that. So I did that, but it's just, I don't know, something we could kind of calculate easily if we need to. We see a bunch of negative tens and plus tens and so on in there, so we'll just leave it like that. I did throw together a total, so we kind of compare totals for the game. So we just did a data frame of total is going to equal data frame of the home score plus the data frame of an away score. So now we've got all that loaded up. We're ready to put it into, we're going to use SQLite for the database. And there's different databases you could use. SQLite just comes in standard with the Python distribution, so we're going to just keep things simple and use that. If you want to use a different database like MySQL or something else, like feel free. But yeah, we're just going to keep this simple here. Plus, it's kind of nice because it just puts everything in one file. It's saved right here. Okay, so first thing we're going to need to do is import SQLite 3. And let's import that as just SQL. So he wants to type like 7 things, we could just type 3. Okay, so we got that imported. I wrote data function, make database function. Okay, so we're going to name this database just NBA database, and we'll make a function make database with our name. This is going to be the table name. This is NBA. This connection thing, this is going to just connect our database to our database here, database name, and if there's no file that exists, it's going to make that. So we're really only going to run this one time, because once we have it set up, we're going to write some more functions and stuff to like update it and everything. So this will just be ran once, initialize it, So it's going to connect to that. It's going to create a file named NBA database. And then there is a pandas method that you could call toSQL. And it's going to take in the name. It's going to want the name of the table, the connection to that file, and then the flavor equals SQLite. And then we're going to go ahead and print. We're making the NBA database. So got that saved. Make database here. Let's I got an unexpected indent. All right, we're going to save it. Let's run it. Okay, it's going through again. Underscores and teams and duplicates. So let's run in our functions here. Underscores, duplicates, the teams. Everything's getting ran here. This is all getting ran here. This all data. So we'll let it do its thing here. It'll take a minute or so. All right, that ran, and we've got our NBA database popped up. File. We got this future warning that the flavor parameter is depreciated and will be removed in future versions. This is like a newer way to do that with the SQL Alchemy. So we'll not worry about that for now. It's working. Now we'll, I guess, cross that bridge when we get to it. It's depreciated, but for now it still works. Making NBA database. So we got that database in there. Now view it. We'll go ahead and make functions and stuff to be able to pull things out of there or whatever. But for right now, let's ditch Python for a second, and let's go to using Chrome here for Internet Explorer, and there is. Go to Chrome. Go to our apps. So we have the SQLite viewer. Now you could just, which is kind of cool. It lets you just, view SQLite stuff as a basically like an Excel file. So you guys could just like go ahead and put SQLite viewer, Google that, throw that in there, come up Chrome, the Chrome Web Store. So you could go ahead and download this. It's free. I highly recommend it. It makes it kind of nice. You should kind of peek in real quick and see what's going on. Now you could just copy or just drag a file straight into here and I'll load it up. I have it saved in my Google Drive, so I'm going to just click that. It should be right here. Select it. And it's going to open up a database. So it's kind of cool. We could just, view it real quick. We got home, away. We've got our index here. Home, away, home score, our total. It's going to give us 30 entries at a time. So we got everything in our SQLite database. It was pretty painless. In the next video, we'll go ahead and write some SQL queries and stuff just to kind of be able to pick stuff out of here and everything. So yeah, I'll stop the video here, and until next time, see ya.